What's up, Pursuit Nation? It's your president, KHD59 Gaming, and welcome back to MLP Season 11 on my YouTube channel. This will be the Week 1 match in MLP Download. We are going up against SSG Bulk Up, aka Mike. I've known Mike for quite a while. He's a really nice guy. He's a good battler. He's new to the league this season. This is his debut game, so I don't wanna take it easy on him. We haven't played in quite a bit. We played last in May 2019, and I haxed him in Crash, aka Bash's League. Uh, so it's been quite a while. I've been wanting to play him again for a while. So once he came his way, that's when the opportunity came. So. His team consists of Victini, Corviknight, Hydreigon, Tapu Bulu, Nidoqueen, Cobalion, Kingdra, Mega Absol, Politoed, and Poipole. This team is really threatening and is annoying for me. um, Victini, I think definitely comes. It could be either physical or special. I think he would be special just because I have the Slowbro, but it basically what I have to do. Victini's annoying, but I have to scout for its set properly, and then we'll be good to go, because then I'll know how to play around it properly. Corviknight is kind of annoying. I could see it not coming if he decides to bring rain. Corviknight handles Maul like faster, like ID body press Wakan. Corviknight is what I expect, because that's what can handle Mawile. That's what it can handle Mawile at an SD as well. Corviknight is also his only like good Crobat switching, because I do not see another flying resist here. Like, holy shit, where are your flying resists? Um, Corv can help pressure stall the superior out of leaf storms. So that can help as well. Comes in on Donphan pretty safely. Like, there's a lot of different things that can deal with it, and it can be annoying for my team. So, uh, yeah, that's what I expected. Hydreigon is super threatening to my team. Dual stab plus Earth Power go through absolutely everything, and it will hurt. So I definitely expect Hydreigon to come. Bulu, I think, could be left off, but I could see it being annoying. It comes in on a couple different things. It can help him with Komodo. It can come in on both of my grounds and really neuter them. Uh, but yeah, I have ways around Bulu. It's not that big of an issue. Nidoqueen, however, is an issue. I expect Nidoqueen to be his rocker, and I do expect T-Spikes, because they're pretty good against me. I do have good removal for it, but I'll explain about a little bit further about that in a second. Cobalion, I don't really expect to come. I don't think it's that good against me. There's just it outright loses to my offense. And I have a lot of defensive answers like Slowbro, Stun Fist that can handle it pretty easily and take it down. So I don't exactly expect it to come. The Rain Core, though, is terrifying. Look at my team. Where's the special Kingdra switch in? Oh my lord. Just like Specs Hydro just absolutely runs through me. It is terrifying. So yeah, I definitely expect the Rain Core to come. Absol, I think, could be annoying, even though it's Mawile food. Absol is probably going to be his main thing to break through P2, because he will struggle to do that without bringing Cobalion. And the only thing I have that outspeeds Absol is the Crobat, so I just got to play around Sucker correctly, and if I chip Absol, it should be a good time. And then Poipole is just Poipole. It's not coming. I don't need to worry about it at all. So let's talk about my team. I'm first bringing SD Maw, Thunder Punch, obviously for core. Play Rough is my main stab, and then Sucker hits Victini and whatever else comes in. This bulk allows me to live 2 Fire Blasts uh, from mixed Absol. I expect him to be non invested in special attack just because he needs the physical attack more, just so like knockoff into superpower kills P2, and then just like general knockoff stab is pretty good against me. I don't expect fully special just because then he loses to P2. It's like I think he'll absolutely be more invested on the physical side. Speed is for Corv, and then the attack is actually the leftover, but at +2, it'll go right through whatever I need it to. So I think that's really useful. Bro is just fully Fizz Def with Teleport Sculpt's Toxic Psychic. Um, this can help me out with Physical Victini if he decides to bring it. Couple different Corviknight sets that aren't set up. This can pivot into, and I don't have to fear being toxic because Sword Shield is a bad format. God damn, I really wish Corviknight got toxic. This can help me out with Physical Queen, even though I expect Special, which I'll explain a little bit more. This helps me out with Cobalt, DD Kingdra, Absol to an extent. There's some stuff it can do, but overall, this is like this is what I'm gonna have at the back of my hand for stuff I don't really expect to come, but I need to prep for anyway, just because they're threats. So, as I said in my draft analysis video, I really wanted to run Nasty Bat, and with Rain, I can hit Hurricanes, so there's that. The 156 in special attack allows me to 2-hit KO Fizdef Corviknight because he has to be Fizdef for Maw. He literally has to. The speed is for Absol, obviously. I was gonna be a pivot bat to switch into Bulu, and I did have Defog, so you'll see that my Donphan actually does not have Rapid Spin. So if he gets, I just have to pressure Nidoqueen a lot this game and make sure it does not get those T spikes up. So yeah, like I said in my draft analysis video, and in this video he doesn't have flying resist literally at all. Corvus is only one, and Heat Wave can just hit that. If he switches into Politoed, I can either plot up on it because I'm pretty fat, so unless it has like Ice Beam or something, I can plot up on it pretty easily. And then, or I can also roost on it as well. So this P2 is probably the most important part of this game. Thunder Wave is really useful, mainly for the Kingdra and the Hydreigon, the Double Dragon. Both magnificent threats to me this game. This could also help me with Special Victini, and this can also be my Nidoqueen switch in as well. Bolt Beam hits everything, so that's good, and then Recover, obviously, for recovery. Next, I have my Stunfisk, which this is my Corviknight answer because I don't really have much that can break through it unless it's not like the ID Wakan body press set that I mentioned before. Maul can click SD and kill it. My Donphan doesn't have anything for Corviknight, so and this is my rocker Pain Split for recovery, and then Thunderbolt plus EP hits everything except for Bulu, but Bulu is what I'm gonna go into on. Sorry, KH mom infiltrated. Just had to take care of that. So yeah, I was talking about what was I talking about? It was the Stunfisk. That's right. It's really good general coverage against his entire team except for Bulu, which I have ways around. I don't have Serp, which can't switch into Leech Seeds and stuff, so like a Subseed Bulu would be pretty annoying for this specific build, but overall I don't think it would come against me. Mainly because I also have an Infiltrator Crobat that can just Hurricane right through it. So this is my Corv answer. This can handle most sets because, again, since Corv doesn't have Toxic and Sword and Shield is a shitty game. Stunfisk should be able to 1v1 pretty much any Corv that doesn't go ape setup wise anywhere. That's where the pain split is really helpful. It lets me chip it through any boosts it may get, which is also useful. And then lastly, my Don fan, which is really fat AV. Some high horsepower Ice Shark, Gunk Shot, Play Rough. High horsepower mainly for stab, and I don't want to get EQ weakened by grassy terrain, so that's why we got the high horsepower. The Ice Shard is there, so that high horsepower plus Ice Shard kills Nidoqueen, and I'm really fat for Special Victini, offensive Nidoqueen, which is decently threatening against me, especially with the Maul there. It could be another revenge option that he has. This also helps out with Special Cobalion. This can be like a Hydra failsafe because I do have the Play Rough. This is my last spot. And yeah, this can just overall just chip and punch holes in whatever I need to for something like Crobat or Mawile to win on its own. So that's going to be the team, so let's hop into the game. Alright, so looking at preview, I'm surprised not to see really surprised not to see Hydra. That's very good. And then everything else I pretty much expected. No Bulu is nice, but so yeah, I lead off with the Slowbro just to try and pressure the Nidoqueen out of not clicking T-Spikes. And it also helps with the Victini lead on his end that I expect. Let's go fast. So he does lead with the Victini, and then I scout first turn. Just because I wanted to see if he'd go for electric move. If he goes for U-turn and goes into Politoed, it's whatever. So yeah, we find out he has special Victini. Like I said, we've scouted his set, and now I can play around it properly. So perfect. He's going to go into Absol, and I go into Stunfisk, which I pulled this double expecting him to go out into the Politoed or the Corviknight. Mostly the Corviknight, just because I had the Donphan in, and I figured if he set up Corviknight, he'll get it in versus Donphan, which is likely clicking rocks. But I make this double, and I'm in a decent spot. The Absol doesn't kill me with anything, so I'm just gonna go fire off a Thunderbolt and chip this thing down. And he does stay in and go for knockoff, which he risks himself getting static powered, but thankfully for him, he doesn't. And I go for Thunderbolt and pick up 54% on this. So expecting him not to lose his Absol and knowing for sure he definitely won't go Corviknight here, I'm going to actually switch up my moves and click Earth Power. It'll pick up the KO on this thing if he decides to stay in for whatever reason, and it'll chip whatever else comes in, which I expect to be the Nidoqueen, and he does go Nidoqueen. So I get a solid 59 off on that. Now, I figured he was going to get T-Spikes up here, but I didn't want to lose my Corviknight check because Earth Power still blows me back. So I just decided to be safe and go Donphan. He does Earth Power, and he's defensive, and that does literally 0. So I was going to pull another double into Stunfisk here, expecting the Corviknight now that he saw a really fat AV set. But I figured with this Stunfisk being high enough health, there's no reason for me to risk it, so I'll just click high horsepower. He goes for the T-Spikes here, and down goes the Nidoqueen. So one layer of T-Spikes is up, which is pretty annoying, but I should still be able to handle it, no problem. As long as he didn't get 2 up, we were good. And now in comes the Politoed. So I'm going to go into Bro, just because now that Absol is chipped and we know Victini is likely special, this thing is quite useless. So this was basically a scout play. He does go for Scald. And just to get some momentum, if he decided to go into Kingdra that turn or pull into Absol like you see here, I just click Teleport and I got Mawile in. Now, Fire Blast does 25% to me, so I went right for SD as he goes into Corviknight. And I got my SD up. If I outspeed this and he's not Wakanberry, I'd kill with Thunder Punch. So that's exactly what I go for. But if he's like a faster Corviknight with ID Wakan body press, this will break the Wakan barrier and it'll allow Stunfisk to 1v1 it afterwards. So it's not a big issue if he is that set after all, because that is what I've prepped for. So I go for Thunder Punch, am faster, and do kill it right away. He is Rocky Helmet, so it was either Wakan barrier or Rocky Helmet that I expected to be his item. So down goes the Corviknight, and in comes the Kingdra. Now, I go I go for Sucker because it might kill, and wasn't sure. Wait, is that? Oh yeah, no, I did go for Sucker there. He goes into Absol, which is perfect because that just gives me another kill. Because Play Rough into Sucker will still kill Victini anyway. And whatever he pivots into, I can just click a move based on that afterwards. So he goes for Play Rough. He said after the game he didn't have Fire Blast, which honestly shocked me, which means this was just completely Mawile food. But yeah, even then, Fire Blast was doing like 25 in the rain, so I'll click Play Rough, kill that, and in comes the Politoed again. Now, if he Scald Burns me, whatever. I'm going for Thunder Punch. I'm trying to get rid of this thing so that Rain is gone for the rest of the game. He's faster and clicks Haze, which is a bit annoying, but I mean I'm not Scald Burned, so it's not the end of the world. If he Scald Burned me and then Hazed, I would have been pretty annoyed. But otherwise I'm still in a very good spot. I get big chip off on this thing. And I believe we go for another Thunder Punch here just to be safe. I'll get Chip on Victini, which is helpful. This puts it in Crobat range. So yeah, pretty much if I am able to T-Wave the Kingdra, I win with Crobat. So that's good. I just click Sucker again. And then now I can pivot into the P2. It takes the Surf, no problem. And I see here is Life Orb, so I'm like, okay, if I T-Wave this thing, the game is absolutely over. Just because the life orb recoil helps me out so much chipping it down, because P2 only does like 20% of this with the non-stat bolt beam coverage, but I do click Thunder Wave here next just because it's relatively free. If I score it on the Politoed, it's whatever. I just click Thunderbolt the next turn. I traced Swift Swim, so I'm faster than it anyway. Oh, he misses Hurricane. I don't know why he went for Hurricane when Surf does more, but maybe he's trying to catch me going into Bro. There's no real reason for me to do so. So I just click up Recover, get back to full, and he flip turns on me. And I noticed that outside of Rain, I'm actually faster than him. So that's cool. Once I T-waved. So that means in rain, I will definitely outspeed. And here comes the Politoed. So I got it, and I could just click T-Bolt this turn and knock it out. So now he has 3 more turns of Rain, and the Kingdra is paralyzed. So at this point, the Crobat basically wins the game. But since this thing is Life Orb, I can pretty much just spam Recover in its face, and there's really not much you can do about it. So this endgame is basically just me spamming Recover while he kills himself with Life Orb Recoil. Yeah, there's not much else to say. I'll honestly just put this on hyper fast because who wants to watch stall? Um, he gets paralyzed there. It doesn't really matter. The P2 wins on its own anyway. Unless he was like a mixed Victini, he wasn't gonna get any diff out of it. I'm still spamming recover, but T-Bolt, as you see, only does 21, so I just have to be safe. Victini is now at 3%, so kill it with Thunderbolt, and that's the game. So We did win 6-0. We did not lose a single mon our first game. GG's to Mike. Fun game. I was really proud of my prep this game. I really didn't like my matchup overall, but I think a combination of like 6 mon syndrome for him plus the good prep for me is what really helped. Like I kind of over prepped for Hydra when it didn't come, but all the other stuff I had what I needed and it got the job done, so I was very proud of it. So that was a good game. We're up 1-0 in the standings. We're at the top of the leaderboard. We should be. Where is it? Yep, Jersey Pursuit KHD 1-0 plus 6. Next week we take on Redikai, so that should be fun. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.